Hey everyone, this is Katie from the Wellington County Museum coming to you with this week's lovely Museum at Your Doorstep instruction videos. This week we're doing two great crafts. One of them is our lovely snowy owl and then our picture frames. So follow along as we make these lovely fun crafts and have some fun with your family and friends. Okay, so let's make our snowy owl, and these are the things that you are going to need. So we're gonna start with our pine cone. You need a couple different felt pieces. So you need 2 wings, 2 eyeballs, 2 little squares of yellow to make your feet, and a square of orange to make your beak. You need 3 cotton balls, a Sharpie, a pair of scissors for trimming if necessary, a feather, and some white glue or hot glue. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to need our pine cone, our white glue, and our cotton balls. So we're going to move the rest of the stuff to the side. So we're going to make our owl nice and fluffy. So you have 3 cotton balls to play with, but you don't have to use all of them if you don't want to. You're going to fluff out your cotton ball to make it looser than this big old ball that you have here. Once you have it sort of loosened up as much as you would like, you're going to add some white glue to the pine cone and sort of stick your cotton ball into the little nooks and crannies of your pine cone to make it nice and fluffy and white. You won't need too much because you're going to be able to put the cotton ball into the pine cone pretty easily. This is just to make sure that it sticks in there and it's not going to fall out. So that's good enough for right now. And then you're just going to go around and stick as much of your cotton balls into the pine cone as you would like so that it's as fluffy as you want your nice little owl to be. So I got the one side done, flip it over, do the second side. And for now, I think one will be okay for me. Just like so. So we're going to move our other cotton balls to the side because we won't need them right now. I'm going to start with my owl from the eyes and move down to the feet. So to make our eyes, you're going to need your little tiny pieces of the beigey sort of off-white colors. Now, if you find that they're different sizes or one of them isn't as circular as you like, that's when your scissors come in and you can trim them as much as you need to, but that is completely optional. And what you're going to do is you're going to use your white glue again. You're going to find a spot on your pine cone that you would like your eyeballs to be. And we are going to glue them right beside each other so that your owl can actually see. 1, 2. Now if you want lovely pupils in your eyes, you can grab a black marker. I have a Sharpie here. And all you're going to do is draw a couple dots right in the middle of your eyes so that your owl can see. Perfect. Now an owl needs a beak, so you're going to grab your orange square of felt and you're going to make it into a triangle. Now this is up to you as how big you want your beak to be. You're going to grab your scissors. You're going to cut a little triangle, whatever size that you want. Just like so. Similar to the eyes, you're going to find a spot that you would like it. Mine's going to go right here. And you're going to dab a little bit of glue. Like so. Add your beak. Oh, it's turning into something now. So now we have our eyes and our beak. Now it needs to walk. So we're going to grab our 2 yellow squares of felt. We're going to grab our scissors once again. And we're going to shape these squares into the feet. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut 2 small little triangles in the square to make your feet. From one corner, you're going to go in a diagonal, make a small little cut, like so. Make a little triangle. What's great about this is that you can make it as big or as small as you want. So even though you have a bigger square. It doesn't have to be that big. It can be as small as you want it to be. You can always trim it. It's completely up to you what you would like to do. So I have the pointy parts of my feet. I want mine to be just a tiny bit smaller than that. So I'm going to trim this extra stuff off. And I'm going to do the same thing with our second square from the corner. Cut our little triangles. Beautiful. I'm just going to go straight down, like so. So now we have some of our feet. It's stuck to me. There we go. Take all our trimmings to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to dab a little bit of glue at the bottom of our pine cone. You may have some cotton ball here. I do not. Doesn't really matter which is which. You're just going to do the exact same as what you did with your eyes and your beak. Add a couple dabs of glue and put on your feet. Another option is how much you want your feet to stick out. So I want mine to look like this. I'm just going to glue them on so the little feet stick out. Now an owl needs to fly, so we're going to add our wings next, which are these two large pieces of felt right here. The pointy part of your wing, you want that to be pointing down from your pine cone. So find the nice curved end of your felt pieces, and that is what's going to be glued onto your pine cone. Same thing with everything else. Put a little bit of white glue on the sides of your pine cone, where you would like your wings to go, and then just glue them on. One, two. Make sure it's the rounded side. Glue it onto your pine cone, like so. Now we have wings, eyes, a nose with our beak, our feet. Now we want a little bit of flair with our lovely snowy owl here. So we're gonna grab our lovely feather here and we're gonna sort of make a little flair to our owl. So this is where you can, again, trim it to the size that you like. You're gonna find a spot on the back of your owl on your pine cone. And it's as easy as putting a little bit of glue into the pine cone or sticking it right in there and making it look really fun. I'm gonna add a little bit of glue just to make sure that it stays in the pine cone. You're gonna take your feather. I trimmed the end of mine just a little bit so that it wasn't too tall. I'm gonna stick it right in the pine cone like so. The glue is gonna help it to make sure that it stays in the pine cone. You can use all these other little bits of feather that you may have cut off and add a little bit more if you would like. But mine's gonna stay just like this. And here we go. We have a really cute little snowy owl. If you want to display it at home, you can add a little bit of string, whatever you would like. So have a little bit of fun, decorate your room or somewhere in your house, and enjoy making your snowy owl. And that's it. I hope you had some fun this afternoon making your lovely craft, and we hope that you stay tuned for other virtual programming that will be happening here at the museum. For information about that future programming, just visit us at wellington.ca/museum, and we hope to see you soon.